Hello everyone and welcome back to another video inside of my awesome world. Today we're actually going to be building a mini game, and I'm really looking forward to building this game. I came up with this idea a few days ago and I think this one's going to be really good fun, but I guess I'll let all of you judge. I'm not, for the first time in it feels like ages, going to be on my own. I promised at the in the last episode that I would be joined by someone. I would find someone to join me, and I've decided I'm going to go and find Raymond. I want to go and see what on earth is going on. Why is he ignoring me? Oh god, I've crashed into this game. I want to find out. Oh yeah, the orcas got blown up because HBA was messing around. He didn't do that deliberately. He wasn't a grief. He just accidentally put a bit too much tea in that game. Yeah, so let's go over to his castle. He's been ignoring me, and like every time I've like written a book, I've left it outside his house and he's just been picking them up, but he's not written back to me. So I want to see, why is he ignoring me? And I want to find out the truth, you know, because we had a really good day on New Year's where we went and played a whole load of games together. So I want to see what's going on. I want to see why exactly is he ignoring me. So this is the entranceway to his castle. A little bit of a grim looking castle, I will say, but I guess each to their own. So let's go up to the other top and let's see if he's firstly at home, and hopefully he'll be able to join me. And oh, okay, looks like he's been doing a bit of digging, and oh, there he is. Hello, Raymond. Are you alright? It's been a little while since since I last saw you. And oh, he's got a sign. Oh, keep out private. Oh, okay. I guess Raymond doesn't want me up here. I guess he must be decorating, and that's the reason why. Maybe he wants to show me his completed house when it's done. So Raymond, do you want to come and join me for a minigame? He does. Good. So we're building a game today, Raymond. Okay, that was a little weird, but I guess he just wants to finish his house and he doesn't want me to spoil it. He wants to show me it when it's finished, which is absolutely fine, I understand. So yeah, so we're actually not building that far away today, Raymond. We're actually building in an area which has been left open for absolutely ages. And when I went to go and find... Oh, let me take off the elytra because otherwise I'm going to be bouncing everywhere. Yeah, when I went to go and find the perfect place to build my games, as I do, I actually found an area which fits in perfectly. But the thing is, it did have to be altered a little bit to fit the game, and I'll show you what I mean when we get over there. But yeah, but I was quite happy with where we built it, and I just knew that we had to. And the good thing is it's filling out another little blank space that I had lying around my world. I've got loads of little blank spaces. I'm just making sure that Raymond is not falling behind. Yeah, I've got loads of like blank spaces around my world where like nothing's put there. So I'm glad that I'm finally getting rid of one of them. And we're building here today, sorry. I don't know what that weird lag spike was. Yes, we're building here today. Yeah, so this path I did have to move one along, and that way, so the game basically like fit in perfectly going lengthwise, but the thing was it was always 3 blocks away on one side, and then for this side I've had to do it 3 blocks away, but I've decided that's fine, because it basically means that it basically means that I can do this game just a little bit closer, and it also means I can have the host pod over on that side as well, so that is absolutely fine. So yeah, so let's do this going along like this. So basically I will explain what we're doing in a second because I've realised I have not explained what this game is. It's going to be a pretty cool game, I think. I'm really looking forward to this one. I did actually do a behind the scenes for this minigame, so if you would like to see how I came up with the idea for this, that video is already online. I did it as like a little teaser trailer because yeah, I wanted to do a little glimpse as to what we're building, and it looks like Raymond is happily building away on the other side. There are actually going to be 4 different colours. We're going to have orange, purple, yellow and blue. Going to be the 4 colours just because they're quite different looking colours and they look quite nice. So I'm going to do the orange one here. because as I said, this side is going to be the host side. This side is going to have a lever. It's also going to have a dropper, which will tell you what you're getting, as well as like a little starting lever just to open all the doors. But yeah, let me kind of explain what it is that I am doing for this game. So basically, I'm using goat horns. And goat horns are something which have been in the game now for quite a few months, but I haven't done anything with them. And the reason why I haven't done anything with them is this in the middle. I'm just sorry, I'm just counting in my head just to make sure that this is in the middle. Okay, so it needs to go here instead. That is fine. So yes, so this is what this is going to look like. And just once again, sorry, let me just count. Yeah, I think that's fine, because then that'll be the same going the other way. Let me just double check. Sorry, I'm just counting in my head. But yeah, and then here we're going to do like a little colourful path as well, just to easily mark this side as orange. And then yeah, basically we're going to do like another door which is going to be on the opposite side. Basically all four sides are going to have like a door, just because they can open. And as I said, the teams basically going to enter once I pull my little lever. Anyway, I've also realised, sorry, this is wrong. I will get to telling you what this game is, I promise. I just basically want to make sure that this is all a bit done correctly. And there we go, that's what that's meant to look like. There is going to be some lanterns placed on top of those as well, so do not worry about that. Yeah, basically we're using goat horns, and if you don't know what goat horns do, they drop from goats, obviously. And basically what they do is they make a noise when you use one. They do have a bit of a cooldown, but that's fine, that's not going to affect this game whatsoever. But they do have a cooldown, goat horns do. But basically what they do is they make a noise, and there's I think 8 or 9 different goat horns. Some of the goat horns, I think 4 of them, drop from normal goats if they ram into certain blocks. I think it's like stone and snow and things like that. The other 4, they drop from screaming goats, which are basically rare versions of goats that, well, you can imagine, they scream. They're really rare. I think they've got like, why am I digging this away? This needs to be dirt. All of the floor is going to be dirt. So I don't know why I'm digging this away. Let me just fill this back in. But yeah, basically, yeah, you get the other 4 from screaming goats. You can also find goat horns. Let me just break a hole here before I keep falling in. Yeah, you can also find goat horns in pillager outpost chest as well. There's another place where you can find them, and let's put that back in. So yeah, so this is kind of what this is going to look like. So basically everyone in the game is going to have a different goat horn. So there's going to be 4 different goat horns on offer. I can't remember which ones we selected. And then basically each person is going to have a different goat horn each, and then they're all going to enter the game into this big arena, and they need to play their goat horn once, which will basically make a noise. But you've got to do it in secret, so then the other players, let me just make the other lever just to mark where the doors are. Yeah, basically you need to sound your goat horn at least once, basically just so then you've played it, and then at the end of the game there's going to be a bunch of item frames with a whole load of different colours on them, and you need to you need to guess which goat horn you think every person had. So say for example, if I had the dream goat horn, I don't want my opponents to guess that I've got the dream goat horn, because otherwise that would be a point for them. I want them to guess that I've got it wrong, because then they're losing out on a point. Does that make any sense? I'm hoping this makes some sense. So it looks like Raymond's doing purple on that side, so the opposite side is going to be blue. Let's make these doors as well. I think this will look okay. Tell you what, Raymond, if you want something to do in case you're bored, you could do the red. I don't know your redstone abilities, and I guess this would be a good way to get to know a little bit more about Raymond. But basically, if I put down a lever on the front, could you do the redstone for the doors? I could do the redstone myself. I just can't be bothered. I'm going to be completely honest, I just really don't want to. But yeah, but if you could do that for me, that would be absolutely lovely. as well. I'm just going to take a look and see if this is alright, and it looks like it is. So let's just empty out my inventory just a little bit. So yeah, so let's go and grab some of these spruce logs. Oh, it looks like Raymond can't get out. Let me make some buttons just for now. These aren't going to have buttons on the front. There are actually going to be some buttons on the inside, just because, of course, in case someone locks you in, I want you to be able to get back out. So we are just going to go and just put some buttons. It doesn't really matter if they're... Why did I put one there? Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're spruce buttons or stone buttons. It literally does not make any difference whatsoever. So yeah, so let's just go and just place all of these buttons here. So yeah, so look at the size of this arena. I actually did do a lot of testing to see if the goat horns, like, to make sure that you could hear them from all around the arena. So there was actually, the size is pretty important, and I would tell you the size. I just can't remember the dimensions for this game. I'm so sorry if you want to rebuild this game. I just can't remember it. But yeah, let's go and grab some spruce wood. Let me go make the lever that I was just telling Raymond about, and then he can get on with doing the redstone. Because this will be a good opportunity for me to learn a little bit more about Raymond. Because if he's good with redstone, it means I could get him in to do redstone. Because I actually don't have a redstone technician in my world apart from myself, and Bloodstorm does do redstone, but yeah, it'd be nice to have like a proper redstone technician in. So if Raymond's that sort of person, that would be good. Anyway, let's mark where these item frames are going to go. So there's going to be one here. Oh, that's actually the wrong one. There is actually a very specific order I'm placing this in. So whatever team is to the left is going to go to the left, not there. Whichever team is in the middle is going to go in the middle. Yep, just like that, Raymond. And whichever team is to the right will go on the right. And it's going to be that way for all of the 4 sides. So whichever team's to the left will go on the left. Whichever team's opposite goes in the middle. Whichever team's to the right goes to the right. And I've actually just done those as them. They actually need to be redstone lanterns, I've just realised. So where's my glowstone? Please tell me I got glowstone. Otherwise I might have to go in. Oh, I do. I was just about to say, if not, I might have to go and borrow, quotation mark, borrow, some from the from some other game. Right, let me make the perfect amount of lanterns. I am actually going to need a few more because I need some for the middle of the game as well. I think that should be okay. I might be wrong. So there we go. So let's just go and grab these redstone lamps, and let's put these here. There are also going to be levers as well. Let me go and make some levers, which are going to go on the underneath. So basically, at the end of the game, you're just going to walk over to everyone's side, see what goat horn is in that item frame. If it's correct, then you light the lamp. If it's wrong, then you just leave the lamp unlit, and then that will just mark the end of the game. So yeah, so let me just do a practical example. So say if I thought purple was that goat horn, if I got Raymond's right, he would light the lamp, and so on and so on and so on. Pretty simple way to mark. The only thing is like, say if someone has forgot to do that side, you might think that they've got it wrong, if that makes sense. So I might have to think of another way. No, I think Raymond's just picked up that goat horn. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, so I've got Sing, Dream, Ponder and Seek, all the other 4 goat horns that we've picked. So yeah, so I'll tell you what, I guess Raymond, whilst he's doing the redstone, I'll leave some of the redstone lamps and stuff in here for you, Raymond, just so you can use them, because I know that you're going to need to. I am going to go inside of the game. So yeah, so I'll wait until I won't, just because that redstone isn't linked up. I guess for now I could just like dig my way in, or I could oh yeah, it's all water under here. Okay, Raymond, I guess you're gonna have to figure a way out of that. Good luck. But yeah, I want to go get on with actually doing the arena. I forgot to mention, by the way, but the plan is to get this whole game done in 1 episode. I've just looked at the time. I think that might have been a bit too ambitious, just because of how big this game is. I thought because there was no like moving parts or anything, I guess the iron doors you could class, but I thought because it was so simple we could do it in 1 video. Yeah, I was a little bit ambitious, but we'll get there, because then we can play it in the next episode. I'm just counting how big this goes. So it goes to there, I think. So that should be 4 along, there should be a gap of 3, and then another 4 like that. And then I think, is this right? Let me just count out the other dimensions, because this is quite important. So this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to go to here instead. That's fine. It doesn't actually matter, to be honest. It's just because I quite liked the way that I did it before. And then this then goes out by that, like that gap of, and then it's very, very simple. We're basically building like a big circle, and then this is actually going to be built up, and it's going to make what will look eventually like a mound of dirt. Which should hopefully look pretty cool. So there we go. That should look okay. So yeah, so let's start building this up. I'm worried I might not have given myself enough grass. If I haven't, I might have to go and dig some from somewhere. The only thing is, we're not really close to anywhere, and the biome next door to us is a mesa biome, a badlands biome, which means that it's actually quite hard for me to get grass in this area, because otherwise I would have just gone to a mountain and gone and chiseled away some dirt, but I don't have any. I actually am going to go and check and just see if I've got any more in the chest, please. I don't want to have to go and, oh, there we go, thank God. I'll just grab another stack for now. Maybe I didn't give myself enough dirt. We'll see though, we'll see. So there we go. So then this can go all the way across like this until basically we've built like a mound shape. And there we go. That looks okay, doesn't it? And then the outside is also going to have some grass going like this, just so then it's not completely flat going on the front. Also, these allow you to kind of like hide a little bit, which is going to be pretty important. And then there are also going to be some covered areas. We're actually going to fill the entire game with spruce trees. And the reason why we're doing spruce trees is because, of course, this game is themed around goats, and goats are found in snowy biomes, like cold mountains, I should say. So I think doing some of the snowy trees, I think, would just make a little bit more sense than, say, any of the other trees. And then there are going to be walls like this. So it's basically going to make like a cross shape in the middle with a whole load of corridors, so you can actually run through here if you want. But the main purpose for this mountain is basically to mark when you've rang your goat horn, because of course the game ends once everyone has rung their goat horn. But of course it's going to be quite hard for you to be able to tell who has. So in the middle there's going to be one redstone lamp of every colour. Once you've rang your goat horn, basically you will sorry, another lag spike then. Yeah, basically once you've rang the goat horn, basically you will light up the lamp of your colour in the very middle, which will mark that you've done your go. And let's also add the okay, looks like Raymond's doing the redstone, so I'll leave him to doing that. It looks pretty good though. Maybe he's pretty good at redstone. So yeah, so let's just go and fill all of this dirt in. It doesn't really matter that I'm using grass, because all of the other dirt, the other grass underneath will just turn to dirt, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, so let's just very quickly go and turn all of this grass to dirt, and then we can do building up like that. And it's basically, oh, I fell down. Yeah, it's basically just going to make like a kind of like a mound kind of shape. It's not going to be a perfect mound, to be honest. I actually hate building natural things, because I always end up making them look unnatural. Because that's my I like making everything, you know, look really pretty and really symmetrical. And for me, like, just building something natural is just not in my element whatsoever. Oh god, I keep falling down. I'm actually going to take this opportunity though to go and grab some more dirt. I think I should have a little bit more. I do, which is good. Do I have anywhere else? I don't. Right, I might have to go and mine some dirt from somewhere if we run out. It's just going to be quite hard because there's no dirt anywhere to be seen. There are also going to be some big raised areas of dirt in the corners as well, so I need even more dirt for those. To be honest though, I don't think we're going to get them done. Let's have a look at Raymond's redstone. So I can hear sizzling. Where's the sizzling coming from? I hope that we haven't got any lava or anything. Oh, there's some... Oh, what is that sizzling noise? What is it? Oh, it's Raymond. He's using sponge. I could just hear like sizzling noises, and I was thinking like, what the hell is making that noise? And apparently it was Raymond using the sponges. I completely forgot that on this edition they make sizzling noises. It's quite cool though. But yeah, let's just fill all of this dirt in. We're gonna go, I think, 3 or 4 rows high, and then that's when it's gonna like flatten off. It does need to be pretty tall, because of course there is going to be a little bit of redstone, which is going to go in the roof, just to do the other lamps, and that is going to be so simple, by the way. That is not going to be that difficult whatsoever. So let's just like fill this going the whole way around. Let's break that away, and then let's do this going to here, and then I can go one higher, like that. I can break away that block. I'm being careful not to break all the others because I've got a really good shovel. So there we go. Oh, have I run out of dirt? It looks like I have. Oh god, am I really gonna have to go mine a mountain? I don't really want to. Like, is there nothing else? Oh, I could use grass paths. There we go. I accidentally put a bunch of dirt paths in the chest, basically, when I was setting up. But what I can do is I can place these down, and then on top I can just place another block, and then that will turn the paths into dirt. So it doesn't actually matter. And then of course all of the dirt on the top will just spread to grass. There we go. And then basically when I place blocks, it will get rid of all of these paths, basically turning them to normal dirt, which is pretty cool. I quite like how they do that and all. Let's just fill all of these in like that. There we go. And then if I just put down some of this stone on top, I probably should have placed down dirt paths just to get them back to normal dirt, but it's okay. The stone will work fine. So let's just go and just spread all of this stone around, and then I can break all this away, and then I can and then that way I'll have like a nice flattened off bit of dirt on the top, which should hopefully look okay. So there we go. So let's just go and break away all of this stone. This should hopefully make this all look pretty nice. But I promise you, once all of the trees and all the bone meal spread around the floor, I promise you the game will look a little bit better. It actually does look pretty interesting. It's very different to sort of the other games, especially in this area, so I'm quite happy with how this looks. So there we go. So then that's what that looks like. There are also these weird... He must have took some of the dirt out of my chest. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, so there does need to be some lamps there, Raymond, as well, and some item frames. There are some in the chest for you. All of this is going to be filled in, and actually, because you can't see the top, I could actually just leave these as paths, because from the underneath they just look like dirt. So I could actually leave these here, and then if in the future they change it so dirt paths have a different bottom texture to normal dirt, then I can basically like go and change all those paths to dirt. It's absolutely fine. Oh, don't know why Raymond just dug himself down there, but I guess I'll leave him to it. Let's just leave him alone. Here we're actually going to do a bunch of our lamps. So in the very middle we're actually going to put a glowstone block. So let's go and grab the glowstone as well, and we are definitely not going to get this game done today. But it's okay, because as I said, in the next episode, we can play the game, because we'll just finish off the last little bits, which is basically like the random dirt piles and all the trees and the bone meal, and then that will literally be it. So in a way, you're actually probably missing out on some of the boring stuff. Yeah, I do need some levers. Oh! Raymond's throwing me the redstone lamps, thank you, because I was actually going to need those, and so let's go and grab those levers as well. Let's go and grab these colours. So I need purple and blue are the last two. There we go, I've got them. So right, let's go on the inside, and let's go and add in all of these redstone lamps then, shall we? So let's firstly go and add that block of glowstone. Oh, we're just going to go there, not there. Oh, I have just about enough glowstone as well to remake it back into a block, which is very, very handy. So let's just go and smack away all of this redstone. Sorry, all this dirt. And then we're going to put the other lamps here, and then we're just going to put the concrete based on what side it is. So this side is orange, so we're going to put orange there. This side is purple, then yellow, and blue. There we go. And then we are also going to have the levers, and the levers are going to go here. It doesn't really matter if they're in the same place, but I might as well try and make it look exactly how I planned it. So there we go. So it's 2 blocks away from the edge, which should be okay. So there we go. And then let's go and plonk my my levers down. Let's all try and get them sideways, because it'll drive me insane if some of them are different ways. So there we go. Let's just go and shove these down, and then right, let's go and do the redstone, shall we? I think as well. And oh, there's a wandering trader. There's always wandering traders. Is that just me? Like, let me know down below if you always get wandering traders as well, because I literally get them like non-stop. And oh, I actually need a little bit more redstone, but the redstone's going to go like that. It's literally just like 4 bits of redstone for every single lever. Oh, Raymond just trapped me out. Okay, at least the doors work, I guess. So yeah, let's go and grab some blocks of redstone and some redstone dust, and then I can turn this back into redstone dust, and I can then go and grab some spare redstone. And I think Raymond's enjoying the redstone probably a little bit too much. But yeah, let's go and let's just go and place this down. And oh, good, we can place redstone on the paths. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to, but there we go. And right, let's just go and dig down, and let's just test. And there we go. So if I was on the purple side, and if I'd rang my goat horn, I would light up the lamp, which would mark that I have rang my goat horn. Very, very simple. And then if I was on orange, I would do the orange one, and so on and so on. That, to be honest, is pretty much the game as it's going to be. The only thing that we are going to add are a whole load of some corners of dirt and a whole load of spruce trees, as well as some bone meal as well, basically to cover up the entire floor as well. I might actually start showing you how these are going to go. They're just going to go a bit random like this, leaving a gap of 4 from the edge on every single side. It doesn't matter if these are all the same, it's just nice just to get them like somewhat similar. But yeah, but that's kind of what this is going to look like. I might as well just go and like plonk in all of this dirt that I've got, and actually I might make this look a little bit more symmetrical. I told you, I am terrible at building random things because they always end up looking not natural. That's why I hate building natural things in Minecraft. But yeah, but this should be okay, and then all of this is just going to get filled in with dirt like this, and then we're just going to go and place some spruce trees on. I'll tell you what, let's just come fill in the rest with these grass paths as well. It's a little bit annoying that I have to keep changing them back. I wish there was an easier way. I wish maybe if like you use like a shovel again on them, it would revert them back to dirt. That would be pretty cool. Let me switch to my other pickaxe. The reason why I've got 2 pickaxes, by the way, is because one of them is actually like one of my original pickaxes, and then the other one's one that I got from Creative. So that's why I have 2 of them. The other one's actually breaking though, so I might go and put it in the museum. So Raymond, if you carry on doing that, I think we are practically at the end of the video, to be honest, because this has been a long one. It's been almost half an hour long. Sorry, it is half an hour long, I think. We are getting up to. Let me just add in these these item frames and stuff. Actually, I'll tell you what, I won't worry about that. So yeah, so this is kind of what the game will look like. So you can see this is the lever, you pull it to shut the doors. I might switch it so that it's the other way around actually, just because I think it'll look a little bit nicer. So yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. In the next episode we'll be playing this mini game. I also do have a name, but I will share that in the next episode. See you all then.